And we should actually kind of chill, and I appreciate you guys chilling with us. I hope you enjoyed. But anyway, we're on to this. Important due to known technical issues, Machorn will not be playable. However, the free perks will be. Progress and information. Players once again receive cells. Oh wait. Okay, so you can get items and stuff. Interesting. Rick Grimes, you were right. He was in the game. Let's see what they get. So there's 6 perks coming. 6 perks plus everything else. Okay, so how good is this one? In my opinion, based off nothing other than just what I think, it's pronounced Michorn. I'll forget that. Hey, Gamfros. What the fuck? I'm locked into the thing. All right, one sec. Why did the cam freeze that quick? Stupid cam. Wait. I'll turn my pad off. That usually messes with it. So deactivate. Activate. But I don't know how. Wait. Okay. Oh, I'm a bit short. I mean, I'm literally the cam froze. What can I do? All right. Very silly. All right. After unlocking or rummaging through 2 chests, press the ability button 1 for 8 seconds. Wait, why have they just done... Okay, so they do it right at the end. Next to a broken pallet to build a fragile pallet. You see the auras of broken pallets within 32 meters. Fragile pallets are destroyed after being dropped. Interesting. So that's the perk they got from the Masquerade. Right? They got this from the Masquerade. So you need to go through 2 chests. And then you can create a fragile pallet. That's not too crazy, I would say. They'll probably buff it, though. Because people will be like, 2 chests is too much. And they'll just make it 1 chest. And then all of a sudden, it's a bit better. This is good for high level. High level are good at mind gaming broken pallets. Or, you know, the fragile pallets. They are good at mind gaming them. Low level will not get any use out of this. Mid level probably not either. So this is more of a high level perk that they'll fuck with. So this alone impacts really high level. We might see that when it comes into the game. We might see this a lot. Like TBA on that. I'm not sure how it's going to work. 4 people with it. The issue is it's 2 chests. If it was 1 chest, it'd be more prominent. But with the 2 chests, I'm not sure because it's quite a lot that 2 chests. Though you could do rummaging and get it, but it means that then you need to use another perk. And survivors like to have as many perks as possible, right? Waste a lot of time. Yeah. This is one to look out for. At the moment, in its current form, it's not too bad. The devs will keep tweaking this until it might become a problem. Once again, prediction, 6 months from now. Prediction. Maybe even quicker than that. This is a one to look out for. Watch out, okay? Because this is something where the devs might tweak it, where it becomes actually a bit of an issue, but only for the high level play. That's nothing at the moment. I feel like. Come and get me. After unlock a survivor when crouched and idle, press the ability button to make injured and dying survivors within 24 meters that leave no scratch marks or pool of blood for 15 seconds. You scream and the killer sees your aura for 5 seconds. When looking at a survivor, when crouched and idle. So you get rid of all the scratch marks and pool of blood for 15 seconds. That's like an anti-tunnel one, isn't it? Interesting. These are, remember as well, don't think of these individually. Think of these as like, this is just elements that can be added on for even more confusion when you play killer, right? So you will know it's happened because they scream and then the killer says aura. But interesting. So 15 seconds of no scratch marks, and it's all survivors 24 meters away as well. It's not just the person you've saved. I mean, it's a good anti-tunnel. It's a good anti-tunnel. It's something they could pair with other stuff potentially. But again, nothing crazy, I would say. When I'm looking at it, I'm not like, oh my God, that's crazy. It's not crazy, in my opinion. But how is it as you've gone against it? A shitty babysitter? Yeah. Yeah, it's not crazy, I would say. No, I haven't silent. I do 30 seconds. 30 seconds every 10 minutes. I'll have a look after this if you want, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 seconds every 10 minutes. Toughen up. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds a killer while you're injured and within 24 meters, your grunts of pain, scratch marks, and pool of blood, once again, are reduced by 100% for 30 seconds. So that's going to be good for flashlight saves if you're hovering around someone getting chased, right? So this with like the run one, I forgot what it's fucking called. I keep saying thinking fire up, but I know it didn't fire up. What's that? That one where you run really fast? Background player. This with background player would be a really good combo, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually really strong with background player. Will people understand it's synergy? I don't know. I see it straight away. This with background player is quite strong. And then Michorn, or however you said to call his name, I told you to forget. Conviction. Again, you know, not crazy, but you know, once again, with background player, this becomes a lot scarier. Yeah, it does. This is quite scary with background player. But again, nothing's like super standing out, I would say, personally. Nothing's like, what the fuck? That just looks stupid, you know. As you've healed a survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery. Right. Oh, shit. Okay. You gain the broken at least, though. That can link with, is it made for this? Conviction. Yeah, is it made for this? Which gives you the armor. Can link with Soul God. Is it Soul God? I always forget which one it is. It's Soul God or made for this. Yeah, so that with Soul God means that wait, you gain broken, but then are downed 30 seconds later. Weird. This is a weird one. You can plot twist before you go back down. Ah. Yeah, dangerous this. Dangerous. Because you're starting to fuck with things. 25% recovery, you can instantly recover them. Do they get full health? Do you literally heal them from full? Or are they injured? They're injured when they get up. Injured, okay. I have to see how this kind of works. Again, it's one of them ones where it's like they have to put a lot into it. They have to like almost make at least half the build around it, right? Maybe even more, like 3/4. So they need Soul Guard, Conviction. Well, not even Soul Guard. No, there's no point using Soul Guard because if the killer's on you, he's going to find you when you fall anyway. And then they fall. I don't know. Your understanding of this as killer, it'll probably help you. You just need to understand when someone gets up really quick to follow the person who picked them up because they'll fall soon. It's the falling. If they didn't fall and they just kept broken, it'd be fucking insane, right? You know, after you healed a survivor while downed by at least 25% recovery, press ability 2 to instantly recover them. You gain broken and then recover from broken after 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Insane, right? But because you get downed, it makes it a bit weird, right? I think that's fine. Like looking at it, like kind of first impressions, them getting downed, like Yeah, it will get you away from someone who's potentially deaf hook. But why would you be slugging someone deaf hook? I guess if they're at a pallet or flashlight serves. It does give them some options as survivor. And them getting downed and you hooking someone who's completely fresh hook is a benefit for survivor. It always has been. But again, a lot of people aren't playing at this level. So will they capitalize? It's weird that they're adding a perk like this when they're potentially adding Unbreakable at base soon, right? Don't you think that's a bit strange? I don't know how I feel about this. It's the getting downed after 30 seconds, which I think it makes it not as bad. But I guess we'll have to see like when it's actually in play, like properly on live, not just random PTB. PTB you don't really learn too much. You can test stuff, but you don't really learn how it's going to be in the live environment from experience. PTB is usually like drastically different to live. After spending 60 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not in chase, very easy. When you fastball, what the fuck? I don't like that. Okay, disables for the rest of the trial. So they only get it once. Three-second stun. Ooh, it looks annoying though. Fucking hell, it looks annoying. It's anti-tunnel and it's low tier. Yeah, it only activates once and it's 3 seconds. And you have to remember they have to get rid of perks for this stuff. So, you know, are you getting rid of DS for this, please? Are you getting rid of you know, XYZ for this? Like they do have to get rid of something for this. So you need to put it on them, like compare them. 3 second stun with this. And usually when they go into it depends what window. They don't get to time when to use it, which is a big thing. If they got to choose when to use it, so they'd use it at a weak window instead of a strong window, it'd be a lot stronger. But because they don't get to like time it, again, I don't think it's too bad. Am I just getting used to survivor stuff being like crazy? Because none of this stuff seems too crazy, honestly. It's good enough you can vault and save someone even one time is crazy. Oh, wait. You could use this to potentially save someone who's being carried. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's dangerous. And there's no you can do about it as killer, right? That sounds really annoying. Okay, that's one to look out for. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, but the TikTok stuff is usually like the lowest level you can think of. Like they literally go against babies, a lot of that shit. And also it's PTB, where it is literal just babies. Like PTB is some of the worst players you'll ever go against because there's no MMR in it. So I wouldn't take PTB or even TikTok serious, to be honest, man. But yeah, I can see that being a bit of an issue with the stunning the killer. You could just have it as like that ace up your sleeve perk. You don't need another perk with it. So that's a bit dangerous. How many meters? You do need to be very close to them. But yeah, I see your angle with that. It's extremely close, like whiff range. Yeah. And then new perk, teamwork, throwdown. When you pallet stun or blind a killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. How long do they gain endurance for? 10 seconds. 10 seconds endurance. Well, the blind is free whenever you break a pallet. So everyone gets endurance for 10 seconds after you break a pallet. Pretty much. And then obviously a flashlight blind they're pretty much immune.
You get skill mods and lickage. Thank you for cutting smudging tear.
What
only
is
10
your
seconds,
opinion
though.
on the argument that the whole game has been balanced around one survivor going next each game? Side note, hope you are doing well.
That'd be idiotic. Already, I think of the 3 months. Dude, balancing a game around one person rage quitting, that'd be, I mean, I could believe it from behavior, but that'd be a really stupid way to balance a game. I think the 10 seconds makes it not as crazy. If it was like 30 seconds, it'd be insane, but the 10 seconds, because I'm just thinking, like, if you get flashlight blinded, you're stunned for, like, literally 2 seconds or something, aren't you? And then you're going to be catching up to them in, like, 6. That's 8 seconds. So again, this is lower level shit. Like, good survivors aren't going to go down 10 seconds after being flashlight blinded. Are they? It's only low level. Probably useful for bully squad content. Yeah. A thing we're not taking into consideration is there's a perk that gives you haste when near a carried survivor, which was strong with that change. There's a lot to look at, right? Like, all these individually, they're not adding up too much in my opinion, but everything as a whole to now look at in the game, it adds just way more kind of mind games for the survivors and way more stuff the killer needs to look at. Like, look at all these things that just one survivor could have equipped at any one time, and now you need to look out for that. So it's quite a lot for you to look out for killer. But individually, nothing stands out like crazy. This is the one that has the kind of biggest potential currently, and I think this one has a chance to get very strong depending on how much tweaks the devs do to it in the future. That's what stands out to me, really. But it's just a lot to look at, innit? Like, it's just loads of new perks, or do loads of new unique things, and then you need to look out for them, right? Like, if you slug someone, oh, they might have the 25%, now you need to find the person who went for the 25% before they fall down. If they fall down, they have plot twist. Or, you know, or they've unhooked someone and now I see his aura, that means that the other person's disappeared. I'm near a window, should I walk past this window to get to the hook or should I not? Because they might have the, you know, it's that kind of shit. It's just more to think about as killer. But nothing like stands out as like crazy to me personally, seriously. That's my take. Nothing like stands out like it's where, like, you know, like a Dead Horde or a DS or you know, made for this when it first came out, I think, right? Where when you hit them, they just move quicker. I think it were. That was fucking insane, right? 25% will make Swift Bully because they can keep going down under a pallet. Not completely. They need a lot of coordination. Like, a lot of these will only work with, like, very good coordination, I'd say. Like, there's 25%. Go down near a pallet, pick them up, but then the person who picked them up is broken. So I guess they could fall near a pallet. But you can do that already. You can do that already with, like, Power Struggle and Flip Flop, and they still don't. Like, Power Struggle Flip Flop is still insane in a 4-man. Like, you can do insane shit with it, and people still don't. Anyway, that's kind of my take on them. Something to look out for, more to think about as killer. Nothing stands out, like, inherently to me personally. I think it's just more to think about for killer. It's just more to think about. When you walk past a window, you're more scared now. You shouldn't be so scared as killer, but yeah, you're more scared. So when you're carrying someone, now you're scared about windows. I guess people could fall down purposely near windows. Yeah, they could do that, and then you just get that for free. That's a bit annoying. But again, that's Swift stuff. But there is a lot of Swift, as we recently found out. 70% of people playing in a Swift. So it isn't, you know, super rare as people love to pretend. So yeah, if you fell near, it's kind of the equivalent of like falling at a pallet, but now you can fall at windows, right? And falling at windows is way more common. Bamboozle the window. Luckily, I do use bamboozle, yeah. All right, whatever. That's my kind of take on them. Killer updates. Increase the punishment of the damned range to 10 meters. It was 8. Okay, so this is your attack. Let's see. This is where you work out that they've done exactly what I thought. Yeah, look, see. So it increases by 5. It was 12.5. God, we have to do maths on this. And then Burning Man, where is it? There. Oh my god, they only have that? They only have 5%? And it doesn't tell you what this used to be? Devs, I hate when you do this. You miss data on purpose. You do this on purpose. They 100% miss data on purpose. Look, they're not telling you what it used to be. This was the other range one, by the way. So it used to be 8 meters plus... This is fucking difficult to work out, man. 12.5. What was Burning Man? Ah, there you go. So we are, I mean, I'm going to have to rely on you because this, you know, they try and make the maths as complex as fuck. So it's exactly what I said. Yesterday, before even seeing this, I said exactly what they would do, right? So the most common, the most used add-ons are Wax Doll and... But God. Credit where it's due, though. You only need one add-on now to get to the same, right? You only need one add-on. So you could get 2.5 extra range with both add-ons. Now you get 2 meter base kit and 0.5 from the add-on, so it's the same. So it is a bit better than I said. You need to still use Wax Doll, but if you use Wax Doll, you will get back to the original Wax Doll and Burning Man. So that means that now we can use another add-on instead of Wax Doll and Burning Man, right? So it is a bit better than I thought, which is nice. It's the same range. You still need to use the exact same add-on, but you get one add-on free.
I feel like it is such waste to not bring him in. I would have immediately, without a second thought, came back to play this game again. Also, today's my birthday.
Happy birthday,
I hope
Harleys.
your stream goes well. Cheers.
I don't know who you're on about. Are you on about Walking Dead stuff? Thank you for the 33 month, mate. So this is actually better than what I thought. So, you know, credit where credit's due. We only need to use one add-on. It's a bit weird, though. Execution's already quite... Oh, they're nerfing him, though, aren't they? They are nerfing him. Okay, so this is actually a bit better than what I thought it would be. You only need to waste one add-on. Maximum rights of judgment duration was 10 to 10 seconds was 5. Is that when you're making the trail? It was only 5 seconds. It felt longer than that. Is that the trail you create? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Wow, it were only 5 seconds. I thought it was longer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's double, so that's a buff. So technically buff, I would say, personally, because you only need to use one add-on. So kind of crazy. Buff. But usually when they do that, there's some kind of big nerf. There it is, right? And then the trail lifetime is longer as well. So these are free buffs.
The way you think, you don't need teammates to pick you up. You can pick yourself up at 25% recovery and then go down again after 30 seconds.
Oh, I thought... For some reason, I thought... okay, my bad. I thought it was someone else picking you up. Okay. Okay, that's really strong then. Never mind. I did misunderstand this. I've just got up. Okay, so you can pick yourself up and then have plot twist to not go down again. So it's basically a free get up if anyone slugs you. It's still a lot you need to put in, but yeah, that's definitely better than what I thought then. So that's one to look out for. You know, maybe don't slug. Maybe that's how they're going to try and push the not slugging. I don't know. Probably not though. They're probably giving someone at base. Anyway, so these three buffs, when they usually do these, they're going to have some like nerfs to like compensate, right? Or to like misdirect a bit. So, you know, it's like, oh wow, they're doing some nice stuff. Well, so the rights of judgment movement speed is moved to 4.2 instead of 4.4. That's kind of big, man. That's kind of big. It's going to allow Shift W to be much easier. It's going to allow them to detach from certain loops much easier, or most loops much easier. It's going to make your punishment of the downed way easier to dodge because you're going to be further away on average from the survivor, so they have more time to react. This is quite a big nerf, guys. This is quite a big nerf. How big of a nerf? Can't tell. But it's a big nerf. He's moving at 105%, right? Yeah, 105%. 5% faster than survivors. So that's quite slow. Think of, I think, Scratch Mirror Myers, right? Scratch Mirror Myers. What's Scratch Mirror Myers, guys? How fast is he? Is it 104? 104%? 105? Is it 105? You can't beta because the input buffer increase. So the input buffer was a negative. Yeah, so this is like basically like Scratch Mirror Myers following behind you. So it's very slow. I don't think they needed to mess with this. Pyramid seemed fine, didn't it? It seemed fine. The inputs of righteous judgment, punishment of the damned, and sending survivors to the cage can now be held. Starting the action as soon as it becomes available. Sure. Survivors who are rescued from the cage now gain 10% haste and endurance for 10 seconds. So it's like getting off the hook. Okay. Increased blood point score for rescuing a survivor from a cage to 2,000 was 550. So it doesn't gain distance, but it doesn't lose it either. 105, you lose distance around loops. The survivors can hold the sides of loops way closer, so they gain more distance. They have smaller hitboxes. All right, let's have a look at the add-on. So this is the only thing that I noticed, which could be quite a bad thing. It's giving a lot more counterplay, I guess, to when he's using the rights of judgment. Into the punishment of the damned. So lead ring. I can't remember all these because you barely used them, right? So let's see. So now increases punishment of the damned range by 25%, even further, but it decreases its width. Okay, kind of like Doctor angle they're going with that, like some of Doctor's add-ons, where it goes further but has a lower width. Probably not worth. Probably not worth. You want the width higher, not lower. It'll be way too easy to dodge, I think that. Increases the rights of judgment recharge rate. So you get that back a bit quicker. Okay, nah. Now decreases punishment of the damned. Oh god, what? Oh, that's the width one. 25% though. Fucking hell. It's quite a lot. They've literally just copy-pasted these two, haven't they? Seeing it in the PTB is the most strong add-on now. What is? How are you looking at the PTB working out what's a strong add-on? Is my first question. It's against bots, the PTB. Especially people who play live servers. At least people in public, like purposely trying to get good players, you'll get something from it. But people who are queuing up in live servers on the PTB, you are literally watching them go against brand new players who walk into walls. Now increases maximum duration of rights of judgment by 5 seconds was 1. Okay. Now increases punishment of the damned cooldown. Wait. Which one's that again? Oh shit. 10% cooldown. That's quite good. Now increases the speed at which punishment of the damned travels. Oh, that's quite good too. Forgotten Video and Wax Doll might be my go-to at the moment. Speed is always good because it's harder for them to react. It's only 10%, but still, anything is decent with that. Spearhead now reveals the aura of the rescuer when a survivor is saved from the cage. If you're a good pyramid, you know where the cage is. Leopard Fabric now decreases the duration of stuns while using Rights of Judgment by 15%. Could be alright with Spirit Fury Enduring, but you're probably wasting perks for that. You don't need that with Pyramid. Now causes Rights of Judgment trial to inflict exhausted for 10 seconds. It's okay. It's nice that you've got some like little options here now, though. Now decreases your terror radius by 2 meters for each survivor affected by torment. It's okay again. You've got options here, I feel like. He's never had options. Now reveals the auras of survivors within 3 meters for 6 seconds upon missing punishment of the damned attack. It's okay, again. It's okay. You will miss sometimes, and he is a very aura-based kind of killer. Like, you know, armor layers and stuff like that. Now grants undetectable while using Rights of Judgment. Interesting. A lot of these you could fuck with, I feel like. Now reveals the aura of survivors injured by punishment of the damned for 8 seconds. Another aura one. It's almost like they're understanding a bit how it works here, you know. Talking about the aura. I ain't seen this from the devs before. Now causes survivors inflicted by torment to spawn Rights of Judgment trails when they sprint. These trails last 5 seconds. Rust-colored egg now causes punishment of the damned. He's to replenish Rights of Judgment charges. It's kind of meh. Because you don't really need it. You'll get them back in time with the sprint burst and everything. Especially if you've hit them, right? Yeah, he hit. Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of useless. Causes survivors injured by punishment of the damned to become oblivious. You've got some combos here, guys. What was it before with both add-ons? How many meters were it? Was it like 11.5? They've just made him weaker at loops with this. 11.5. 1.5 meters. It might be worth maybe even just using 2 of these different ones, because there's a lot of, like, you know, oblivious. Now allows punishment of the damned to destroy pallets. What? Oh, but it has a longer cooldown. Damn, that's really strong. Though, again, a lot of times, that's not how you play him. You don't break pallets with him, really. So it might be more like of a placebo, that one. Or maybe for like lower level pyramids. Yeah. It might sound stronger than it is that. A lot of times you're not going to be breaking pallets. You want to be baiting the pallet drop and then get the injure for free. I guess with this, you would get the injure and the broken pallet, which would be huge, though. True. Now decreases punishment of the damned range by 50%. That sounds horrific. Punishment of the damned range increases by creating Rights of Judgment trails up to a maximum of 200%. This resets when the punishment is too convoluted, that. It's interesting, though. So it sounds like it could be like a fun one. Interesting. I would say overall, I mean, we need to see how much of that hurts him. But they know they've done him dirty with this. And the cage thing. They know they've done him dirty, so I think that's why they've shown him some love here. That's my take. It travels half the map, though. Does it? Yeah, so it's more of like a gimmicky, silly one. Yeah. 200%. 200% in half the map. It's far, but like 200% is 40 meters. Oh, sorry. 20 meters. 20 meters. It's not crazy. It's just double. All right, well, overall, obviously, big nerf, but the rest, I would say, pretty much are buffs, right? Obviously, well, I mean, you know, big nerfs there. That's like the nerf section. But overall, this is definitely better than I were expecting, I think. because it's already a really strong killer. Though, maybe I should have known that, because usually when it's a strong killer, the devs are actually kind of chill with them. It's when it's weaker killers they're not, which is weird. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see with that, like how bad that, because that is going to feel bad. I'm not exaggerating. Like, this will feel bad. People who are going against good survivors who can loop well, you will feel this. 100% you will feel this. I'm picturing in my head right now. You're going to be further away when you're going around loops, which is going to give you worse angles to hit with. It's going to give the survivors better chances to dodge. This is a big thing in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, I think that's why they've gone like quite nice with him, because of this. Because I think this is quite big. Scratch Maya's speed. It's 30 meters, no. 100% is more than 20. 200% is 30. I don't know. Maybe it's 30 meters, but it's not full map, is it? Full map is probably about 80, 90 meters or something. The 10% faster shooting add-on. I think that might be the best one, yeah. But interesting, that's Executioner. Clown. Increased haste effect on afterpiece antidote to 12. That's nothing real. That's 2%. Increased spread of afterpiece antidote gas clouds. Is that a good thing? More chance of them going in it. Decrease the time it takes for afterpiece antidote gas clouds to activate for 1 second. Okay. That's okay. Decrease the hindered effect of afterpiece tonic to 12 was 15. So they're taking by 3%. So they're only adding 2% to this, but they're taking away 3% to that. It's sad that they're getting rid of hindered. Was hindered a problem? Decrease the hindered effect linger time to 1 second. Oh, that's huge then. So 3% less speed and 1 second less time of that as well. Yikes. His purple bottles are jokes now. Why are they messing with his purple bottles? They seemed fine. They did the job, no? Like, you use the purple bottles correctly, you get a hit. Isn't that what's supposed to happen? It's very strange. Increased movement speed while reloading. Meaningless. In my opinion, this is just meaningless. It's more the time it takes to reload, which is the issue, not the reloading speed. Or your movement speed while reloading. Decrease the time it takes to reload. So 0.5. This is more important than this. So 0.5 seconds faster. Cool. The inputs for reloading and charging a throw can now be held. Starting the action as soon as it becomes available. That's the input buffer shit they've been adding. How does that feel?
Hype! You get skill mods and Lickage. Thank you for cutting smudging tear. Appreciate.
Extreme. Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is overkill. From first impressions, this is overkill. 3% worse and a second less. That's crazy. That's so much. So essentially, like, if you're adding this up, you get 30%, right? With this, and with this one, you get 12%. That's. It's not literally that, but that's giving you a perspective of how different it is, right? You get 2 times 15, and now you get 1 times 12. 12% is almost Freddy slowdown. Yeah, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. I don't know what they've done here. Hopefully they change that. This looks really bad. They nerfed his Uri again. Oh my fucking god. No one even uses it anymore. VHS porn. Increase the size and spread of afterpiece tonic clouds by 10%. This would have been really good when hindered was still a thing. Increase the invigoration duration by 0.5 was 1. Oh, they nerfed the duration. Is it because they put it base? They didn't put it base. They just nerfed the duration. Wow. Is it because of the speed? 2%? Increase the hindered penalty from intoxication by 2%. Oh my God, they've nerfed that as well. Dude, it used to be... This is insane. It used to be 19 times 2. So it used to be... What is that? 38? It used to be 38. And now it's... If you add the flask of bleach too, now it's 14. It's gone from 14... It's gone from 38 to 14. The 2 into multiplier, I know, I'm giving you perspective. It's 2 seconds of it, right? So it's 2 times the 15%. It lasts 2 times longer. I'm just trying to make it... It's not 1-to-1, but I'm trying to give it to you in layman's terms to make it really easy to digest, right? It's not literally that. It's just giving you perspective of how big the change is. Do you get me? It's not literally that. That's big. That's really big. That's a lot. Swelling of souls. Now increase movement speed while reloading. Pointless. Now increase invigoration effect by 1. So they nerfed that as well. Weird. So they've done all this for Pyramid, who is definitely a stronger killer than Clown. And they've just nerfed the fuck out of Clown. This is so strange, these devs. This is so strange. Now increase the invigoration effect by 2. They nerfed that. Now reveals auras within 6 meters. Wow, that's a big nerf. Holy fuck. Now increases the duration of intoxication by 0. They nerfed the fuck out of that. Now increases the duration of invigoration by 1 second. Nerfed the fuck out of that. So they nerfed everything, didn't they? Wow. And all you get is 2%? What? All you get is 2% for all these nerfs? This doesn't make any sense. So, buff, 2%. I don't know if you can call this a buff. This is a buff. So they're the buffs. And then it's just all nerfs, right? I guess you could say these are buffs actually, but they're meaningless. This one's okay. It's only 0.5 seconds, but it's okay. So 1. I don't even want to call that a buff. It feels like it's nothing, 2%. Weird. Clown looks bad. The pig. Increased ambush movement speed to 7.1 was 6.9. Okay, 0.2. Increased crouch movement speed to 4. 0.2. Increases the time it takes to crouch and uncrouch to 0.2. They like 0.2, don't they? Increase the rate at which the terror radius fades when crouching. Okay, a bit faster rate. Cool. The inputs for crouching and ambushing can now be held. Starting the action. Yeah. And then blood points. Cool. Searching the jigsaw box now awards survival points. Right. This is the massive... this is the massive pig buffs, is it? Oh, man. John Medical File now increases crouch movement speed by 5. It was 10. So they nerfed that. Last will now increases ambush speed by 3%. Was 6. Nerfed that. And increases the time charged by 10%. Was... Okay, that's big. Last will might be quite 3% though. It's quite low. No longer decreases missed ambush. Who cares? No longer decreases missed ambush attack cooldown. 100%. I don't like the startup taking a while though, so it might not be worth the 3%, honestly. And it's only 3% of 7.1, right? Yeah, it's very, very small. Very, very small. And I think a lot of this stuff you got with add-ons, didn't you? I think this was 10%. 10% of that would be... Wait, what would 10% of that be? Because in my head, I'm thinking 0.69 for some reason. But it can't be. Because that would add it to way higher than this. It's not that one. Movement speed. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, they never changed this, did they? I mean, this is all right. It's this one, innit? Yeah, 0.3. Yeah, so was it 0.38? 10%? And now it's 5%, which would be 0.2, right? 5% is 0.2. Was it 0.02? 0.02? Oh, it's 0.02, innit? You've told me. Yeah. So 0.02, and this is 0.38. 0.02. I mean, they're not massive buffs. I'll say that. Basically, unnerfed add-on plus speed, nerfed add-on plus speed. I think the best thing is this. This is like the best thing. The 0.2 they added. Because I don't think you could get this before, could you? So now they just move faster in ambush. Their massive buff sheet is zooming, right? So I think this. I think you're falling maybe for placebos, guys. I did a pig ambush only not too long ago, and if you just use ambush stuff, her ambush isn't too bad. It'll be very similar. But this is the biggest buff. This. Yeah, this is the biggest buff. We'll have to have a look. I want to have a look at some stuff with her. You could do that before, but it nerfed you by a longer charge. Yeah, exactly. The longer charge is the issue. You do not want to be using this. The longer charge hurts you, man. It hurts you. From my experience. But yeah, she's been buffed a very small amount. Massive buffs, apparently. The biggest thing is this. This is what people are getting deceived by. Like, this is solid. This is like nothing. You got this anyway, pretty much. With just an add-on. But you don't need to use the add-on anymore. But you already could have had this. And this was an add-on as well. So you just don't need to use add-ons for these two. But you could have got them. They're not crazy. But it's nice having it at base. Or maybe the add-on were actually better than 0.8 seconds. I'm not sure. Anyone know? Knight got nerfed. Increased max patrol path length to 38 meters was 32. So that's a buff. But they're going to nerf the thing for it. Yep, there it is. Yep. Increase the patrol path creation speed. So these are all to do with this, aren't they? Creation speed, no. So let's just see 1-to-1. So it used to be 32 plus 10. So it used to be 42. And it used to be... Wait. Oh, God, they make it so difficult. So it was 16% of... I can't work 16% out. 16% of 13.8. What is that? Because that's difficult. I'm not just blue. $2.2, is it? It's around the same, is it? Okay, so with the add-on, this was 16.05, and now it's 15, and this was 42, and now it's 38. So that's what I said they do. They make it where at base it's weaker, right? And then if you use this, it probably goes to the it goes to the same 42, and 7% of 15 is probably 16 point something. So yeah, That's exactly what they do, I told you. So they give you weaker at base, and if you use the same thing, it gives you the exact same what it were, okay? Increase the patrol path acceleration by 2x. I think that's something different though, right? Because it doesn't say that here. Increase the strafe speed when creating a patrol path to 100. I think that's another buff, right? With the old add-on, it was 16. Now with the add-on, it's 16.05. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. It's negligible. So these are the big ones. So once again, they've given the little buffs, right? Which is nice. But then they've done the big nerfs, right? So increase the standard spawn time of the Cernifax to 8 seconds was 5. So the Cernifax is better, at least for the standards. But they've... Oh, that's a massive nerf to Jailer. And they've decreased the standard spawn time of the Assassin and Jailer. So you can get to the standard much quicker. Wait, is it only 4 seconds? No. Was it that bad? Was it only 5 seconds? You had to wait. That's crazy. And then input stuff. He was the fastest, so it makes sense. Assassin were the fastest. But 4 seconds is very, very quick. You could just go like that. Dangerous messing around with the standards. I guess we'll see with that. But yeah, big nerf, obviously. Standards, if you don't know, when the survivors touch one of the standards, they become pretty much immune. And they despawn the mob you've spawned. Nice, but I'm fucked after this. Depends how easy it is to get to the standards. If you're literally forced to always be with one of your mobs to ever get a hit, then yeah, it's going to hurt him a lot, isn't it? But being air standard could discourage it. Yeah, if you put a mob on a survivor and you're there as the knight, you can stop them from getting to the standard, but you're wasting so much time just in one area. The whole point of knight is being able to multitask. If you fire a unit off and it's never really going to take much time, like this is basically how much time it's going to waste from the survivors where they're not on a gen. That's the way to think of it. So if you fire the jailer off before, it was at least 10 seconds before they could get back to the standard, which was 10 seconds of waste of time. Now they've halved that, more than halved it, you see. So now they can just go around, hit the standard and go back on the gen, you see. You need to think about it like that because that's how it was used when you weren't following with them. Increase the Demon Strike turn rate limit. Increased the Demon Strike turn rate limit during the open phase of the attack to 540 degrees was disabled. Is this a buff to Orne? Where he's going to like hit you like crazily? Is this what it used to be? $540 degrees. That's crazy. That's more than a 360, isn't it? Okay, well that's that. Fog Vial. So let's see how this works. So this is a dangerous one and something they'll tweak around, by the way. At the moment, it has a 33% opacity. They can change that easily. It's just an opacity thing. I'm pretty sure that's quite easy to change. Press and use the button to release a cloud of fog, suppressing scratch marks and auras and decreasing visibility and audible sounds within its radius. Recharges over time. Does it not tell you how long it takes? Why does it not tell you? They literally... Oh, wait, here. Maybe. My bad. Maybe? Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's see. So it has one charge, 33% opacity at the moment, and it has a 10-meter radius. Okay. It reaches its maximum size after 2 seconds. It lasts for 8 seconds, and it recharges 70 seconds. It's not long, is it? A minute. reaches a maximum size after 1.5 seconds, and it lasts longer? Wait. Why would you not just use the best one all the time? Huh? Uri is crazy. Don't even say it, Uri. It says rare. You just use the best one all the time. Yeah. But when you compare to medkits with Insta, yeah, Insta's fucking insane. If you die, you lose it like normal. The visceral add-on. Oh, okay. Decreases recharge time by 5 seconds. So you can get it for 55 seconds. Every 55 seconds. This is definitely one to look out for, especially when they fuck with this thing, the opacity. So every 55 seconds you can get it. Decreases the fog cloud expansion time by 1 second. Increases fog cloud lifetime by 2 seconds. Increases the fog cloud minimum size by 2 meters. Okay. Decreases visibility and sounds within the fog. Yeah, so it sounds like you'd want these two then. You'd want, for some reason this is common, but it's like one of the best ones. And then visceral. That's what it looks like to me. They're kind of insane when you use the best ones. It's dangerous with this opacity. You put this to like 66%, then you're getting some crazy shit on you. 33% doesn't look too bad, and I've seen a bit-ish. I haven't seen it much, but I've seen it ish. But I haven't been able to play with myself. Okay, survivor item rework, the key. So press the use item to start channeling the key. So once the fully channel consumes 1 charge to reveal auras of survivors in range for a set duration. While near a locked chest, press the use item button to quickly open a chest. Uncommon key or higher. Consumes 1 charge. How many charges do you get? Okay, 6, 5, 6. And then you get more. Wow. Okay. How long do the charges last? 8 seconds. 9, 10. So 10 seconds. So each charge lasts 10 seconds. Is it only survival? Well, yeah. I know I ain't read all that, but I just want to... Can you see the killer with this? Ah, there it is. 6 seconds, though. Oh, it reduces, sorry. Reduces. So you get 4 charges. 4 charges of 4 seconds. Okay. Okay. Guarantees an item of rare. One other survivor can rummage through and get a better item. Guarantees an item of rare or higher. Yep. I wonder if we add-ons. Does it give you add-ons with it? I guess it'll say. Okay. Doesn't say if it gives you add-ons, does it? Does it? While prone rummage action and rummage survivor aura appears, while near a closed hatch. Okay, interesting. Again, these are like baselines. This could be buffed. 4 uses of 4 seconds of being able to see the killer whenever you've lost them somewhere. It's good, but I still think, you've got insta-heals, haven't you? You've still got insta-heals. This is the thing. The devs, and this is why I was saying what I was saying and thinking what I was thinking. For people to... Oh, I don't think... Did I see these? Yeah. For people to change to these things, it isn't the fact that these things are bad. It's the fact that an insta-heal is fucking amazing. So the way to make someone move to something, they need to make this better than insta-heals. That's why it was scary. I don't think this is better than insta-heals, so I don't think people will care. Survivor item rework map. Press use item button to start channeling the map. Once fully channeled, consume 1 charge. So how many charges do you get with this? Oh shit, okay. 8 charges of being able to see windows and pallets. Wow. Interesting. It says event. You only get this at the event and you can never get it again. That's fucking weird. The fuck? Killer Aura also with add-on. Oh shit, yeah? Ah. Okay. Number charged by 2, and you get 8 charge. So you get 6 charge. So this seems just better overall then. Yeah. The map's better than the key. You reveal windows and pallets. I should look at this one. Actually, should I look at that one or this one? The fuck? Why are they giving this at an event? That's so strange. The rare one. That is so weird that they're doing this. Right? They're making a stronger item at an event only. They've never done that before. Usually the event stuff was the strongest normal item, but just coloured, like recolored. How much different is it? So it's 8 more meters and 2 more charges. And pool of blood to spawn beneath you while revealing auras. Okay, that's just like an effect. But yeah, generators within referred to or revealed to the survivors. Beam of light is visible. I wonder if they did what I said they would. Increase the duration of auras revealed to the map. Increase the map charges by 2. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you could do 2 and then 2, right? Which would push it to 6. Maximum range of the map when using the map totems. They didn't do the thing I thought of, luckily. Where, you know, using the map, you can see the progress of generators, like what progress they're on, and then having an add-on where, when using the map, everyone on the team sees the progress of generators. That would have been fucking insane. Something they could have done, but they didn't. Don't listen to me, devs. Don't do that. That would be insane. Yeah, so the map looks better than the key to me, personally. And then obviously you're going to put the beam of light just like in the middle of a loop, right? 10 seconds. How long does it last? I guess 14 seconds, I guess. So you only get it for 4 seconds. Don't jinx it. They've made these a bit lackluster, which is it's dangerous, man. So this is the issue with the map and key, guys, right? And this is what I guess people aren't getting when I talk about it, maybe. If the devs really want survivors to use the map and the key over insta-heals, they have to make these really fucking good. And I don't think this... from looking at it, I don't think this is good enough for people to stop using insta-heals, which means that they're going to go back to the drawing board and make it stronger now. And that's the dangerous loop, what I was thinking of. They could have hit it straight away, or they might not hit it and then keep reworking until they do hit it where it's actually at that point. So this is kind of like a TBA thing, right? It's something to keep your eye on and see what changes with this stuff. Yeah, the insta-heals are fucking insane. I mean, they're busted, aren't they? Like, how do you make a perk? How do you make... They obviously need to nerf them. Let's face it. They obviously need to nerf insta-heals. If they nerf insta-heals, then this stuff gets better. You know, like what they do with Killer, usually. Like, they nerf something to force you off it, so you go use something else. They could do that with insta-heals. Insta-heals are busted anyway. Anyway, whatever. They're not as crazy as they could have been, but you know, TBA once again. I don't think what the devs want is going to happen. I don't think people are going to move to them. They might check them out because they like curious, but they're just going to go back to insta-heals, flashlights, etc. Free pallet blinds, free flashlight saves. You know, of course you're going to use that. It's way stronger. Insidious. Decrease the time it takes to activate. Pointless. Right? Pointless. It was 2 seconds, now it's 1 second. Like, why would you still use this? Hubris, increase the duration of the expose effect. 10 more seconds. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Increase the cooldown to 30 seconds. I still think this is trash. Hangman's Trick. Increase the all reading range to 60 meters. This is interesting. So, I don't know if you remember. But this, in a PTB, I think they had like Hangman's Trick at like 30 meters or something. And it was actually potential meta. It was actually potential meta perk. Because as you were carrying someone to hook, you could instantly go and chase someone else because you got information a lot of times. So it's interesting that they're starting to push this up. It has potential to become like... It does have potential to become like meta, you know? Like, you know, barbecue-esque, alien... the alien perk, whatever it's called, alien instinct-esque, friends to the end-esque. You know, it does have potential. I swear to God, it does. I still don't know if this is the right meters, but this has potential to become one of them kind of perks. You still have to carry someone to get the aura reading. Yeah, but that's when you want the aura reading, like barbecue. You see, you put someone on a hook, barbecue shows where your next target is. Boom. You see. So it does have potential, this. I remember in the PTB thinking the exact same thing. Did anyone play that PTB? It was insane. Like, this actually was, like, super legit. But I can't remember what its meters were. They were higher than 16, I'm pretty sure, though. Maybe like 30, 20, 24, maybe 24. Could have been. Overwhelming presence. When a survivor starts using an item within 32 meters of you, they gain exhaustion for 15 seconds. When a survivor within 32 meters of you gains exhausted, you see the closest exhausted survivor's aura for 4 seconds. So if they use an item within that, and then you see them, interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know if it's worth a perk, but it is interesting at least. Right? Oh, wow. What the fuck? Franklin's demise no longer causes dropped items to lose charges. I've just thought they were going to take 1 charge, which is bad. No charges? What the fuck is the point of that perk? You wait for that reaction. What the fuck is the point of that perk? What the fuck? I mean, I guess with weave intervention or whatever it's called. Weave intervention, right? I guess. That's it. Yeah, weave intervention. Was this a used perk? I don't remember seeing Franklin's much at all. God damn. I do not remember seeing this. How weird. I wonder if they've done this because they're wanting to kind of promote people using items. That's probably it. Yeah. That's crazy. It's a perk survivors cried about, so it makes sense. That's crazy. Well, dead. That's dead. You're only using that with weave. Prove me wrong. Why else would you use this? Why else would you use this? This is huge. Dead. Another dead killer perk. Cool. Unless you have weave, obviously. And then you're doing like the meme weave build. Survivor perks. No longer requires a minimum time spent repairing to activate. It used to be 8 seconds. Decrease the amount of repair required to earn a token to 1% was 1.5. Okay. Decrease the time it takes to raise a pallet to 3 seconds. It used to be 4. Did that matter? Better to give the aura of generators you are repairing no longer has a range limit. Increase the duration of survivors aura reading to 30 seconds was 10. That's quite big. So the aura of the generators you're repairing no longer has a range limit, right? And it has the survivor aura reading by 30 seconds. Still not really worth it. I think it's just the perk overall just isn't worth it, right? Because I don't even know what this is. The aura of the generator you're repairing no longer has a range limit. The survivor aura reading. What is this? Is this where you heal someone and they can see... What is this? From what I'm getting on it, I'm assuming that you've healed someone or you've unhooked someone and now they can see what aura, what generator you're on and you can maybe see their aura or something. When you're doing a gen and someone gets downed, you see the entire team for 30 seconds and the gen is highlighted to your team. Okay. When you repair a generator, lights up to other survivors. Shows aura of the gen you repair to other survivors. And if someone goes down, you see the auras of the other survivors. Right. Like, just game sense can do this for you. When it's game sense stuff, there's no point using a perk, in my opinion. Still sight. Decrease the time it takes to activate to 2 seconds was 4. In this way, you can just see the killer when you stand still. And that's it. That is big. So you can just stand still for 2 seconds and then you get the aura. Wow. Okay, well this might be seen more then. This is big. 2 seconds. Wow. Okay, we need to look out for that one. Still sight, I'll try and remember it. Build to last. Decrease the time spent in locker to 8 seconds. Wow, okay. Interesting. Appraisal. Increase the number of tokens to 4. Was 3. Wow. You can rummage a lot of chests. Streetwise. The first time you deplete an item with charges, see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. Items charges retrieved from chests have 80% more charges. Wow, that's well different. The fuck? Interesting. Increase aura reading duration. Fuck. Increase aura reading duration to 20 seconds was 10. Maps no longer track revealed objects. And this is just about gens, I believe, right? I don't know Detective Hunch either. It's something to do with gens. Deja vu. Maps no longer track revealed generators. What the fuck does this mean? So this is just a change to maps. When you do gens, it shows all totems, gens, and chests within 64 meters. Oh, that's Detective Hunch, okay. Okay, well, that's quite good to try and find, like, hexes, I guess. But hexes are kind of... They're hit or miss, aren't they? Okay, well, they didn't buff it, luckily, because that was fucking weird. So, apparently, when you use the map, you saw deja vu generators or something? Ah, if you had a map with deja vu, you could track the gen, and it could be shared via the map. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Hooks. When 2 survivors remain, letting 2 struggle skill checks pass without any input will immediately skip to the sacrifice sequence. Okay. And then just presets, custom game spectator, we know that. And then gameplay, Fallen Refuge. What is this? More space to chase survivors or loop the killer. A small reference to the narrative universe where the dead roam the world has been added. What the fuck is this? Gameplay area expansion. What is this? They've added a new tile. How good is it? All right, well, there you go. That's everything. I mean, takeaways, right? Still sight, something to look for. Killed Franklin. The map is probably the best one from the map and the key, but I don't see people using these over insta-heals still. And flashlights, I just don't. They're too good. The fog vial is something to keep an eye on as well, especially with the opacitor. The knight standard is very dangerous. This just means that you're going to have to follow your knights more potentially, which is just going to make your multitasking worse. Pig's barely changed, so I don't know what this massive buff is. Clown has been nerfed quite heavily. The increase is not worth the decrease, what they added. Executioner just seems stronger overall, but he has lost his tunnel. He was one of the best tunnelers in the game. And he's also kind of got fucked with his movement around loops. These are all just more things to think about as killer. The best thing does look like Conviction, I think, because you can just get yourself up from being slugged quicker. Potentially. I think it's the best one. It's hard to say. This one's quite strong as well, actually. Right? Yeah, the fast vault one. That could be quite strong. Because it's essentially the same as when someone's like background player with this, right? So just think about it like this. When someone's slugged at a pallet and you have background player, boom, get the background player and then, you know, put the pallet down. Now when someone slugs at a window, boom, background player, vault the window. It's the same shit, right? And that's it. There you go. I don't know how long I spoke of that for. Probably an hour again. But there we go, guys. There's my impressions. We're going to check the PTB now. So, goddamn. That was a long one.